Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Pro Row 784. I'm gonna try this for the second time. The first time that I did an intro, I had it on time lapse. So anyway, I don't know how long I blabbered on, but anyway, went for a little while. All right, so listen, I'm gonna catch you up on what we got going on here. I did go try to race the race car, and unfortunately it didn't work. I did go and I got on the racetrack, but did not even turn a lap. Had a massive oil leak. So what happens is when I sent the motor off to get done, that they take out the freeze plugs so they can clean the block and all that kind of stuff, and then put freeze plugs back in. The two that hold basically the oil pressures from where they take them out and remove them, they blew out. So I blew oil everywhere. So I have washed the car twice out there and tried to clean it because it blew oil everywhere. So we're going to get that fixed and go back after. It looks like about 3 weeks now before the next race. So we're going to get back and race that. But unfortunately, no video because there was nothing to video. So did not race. So I want to do a short video today to catch you guys up on what we got going on here in the shop. And me by myself today. Brandon has been working yesterday. So the last time I let you guys off, we had the engine, or Brandon had the engine out. This is the 1000. That is the broken engine there that he broke probably a week and a half ago. That motor's locked up. I don't know what happened to it. The crank bearing locked up on it. Brandon installed the new one yesterday. Brand new rebuilt engine, and sounds wonderful and runs really well. So going to go test this thing. I think he's coming over tomorrow. You got some new bling bling from Checo, Rick Checo. We want to thank him. That is Brandon's new front bumper, the bumper there. He's also got the intrusion bar that he's not installed yet. He's going to install that tomorrow. So, but this is the first one we did here. So obviously I put this on the 850. I did put my number plates because I had planned on running like 3 races. But anyway, this is the 850. So, all right. So along with getting the new engine for the 1000, we also got a transmission. Okay, for the 850. I went out and tried to race that. Remember a couple weeks ago, blew my back out. Long story short, broke the transmission during practice. And it appears that this casing back here is cracked on that one over there. So this is the transmission that I'm getting ready to install. This is a brand new rebuilt transmission also. So unfortunately, got to pull the engine out of this thing. I don't think I can pull just the transmission. I think the whole engine, the entire engine's got to come out of that thing, as Brandon did that one. And dang, it's a lot of work. So I'm gonna get started on that. Certainly not gonna finish that today. I got my table laid out here, and that's where I'll put all the parts at. And then Brandon will be over tomorrow, and maybe we can get it put back together. And the other thing too is kind of ironic. I did break there's a sway bar that was broken here too. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me get a light here. This all happened at the same, but you can see it sitting here. Okay, so the sway bar broke too. Not sure exactly when and how that happened. I mean, obviously it happened on that same practice lap, but if you look on this, on that sway bar, it looked like it had been broken for a little bit. So anyway, got to repair that too. So but anyway, all right, I'm gonna try to do a little bit of this today, and just wanted to try to catch you guys up and let you know where we're at in the shop here. And been busy, and Brandon's got some busy couple weeks in front of him. I think there's like shoot, what is it, 3 weeks, 4 weeks left till GNCC season opener. So got a lot of work to do. So we're going to get after it. He's been riding the 450s. There's Kyla's there. There's Brandon's 450 there. There's the Can-Am Renegade there. That's going to be the GNCC four-wheeler, more than likely for the start of the season. So all right, I'm gonna get started on this thing right quick. Take you guys with me. Got the sidebar, the floorboard there off there. Yeah, this thing's all nasty here, but I'm gonna let it ride out because I'm sure this is all gonna be nasty anyway, so I'll get it all cleaned up later. But upon looking at this thing, I got the brakes out of the way, got this whole side here off here. I'm wondering if that transmission will slide back without removing this engine. Boy, that would save me a ton of work. Don't have my very good hopes. So I'm going to remove this, which I've already removed that whenever I repaired the transmission bushings in the back. I may have to pull the exhaust off here, but this thing looks like it might slide out. I got to pull the dry shaft off there. I don't know. I'm going to attempt it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that bolt out. Got to get the CVT cover off of the other side and remove this here. And shoot, I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can't do it without pulling the motor out. But anyway, we'll see. Hey guys, welcome back. I don't know where I left off at the other day, but you guys just probably watched just some of the short videos there. But anyway, I'm back out here again early this morning. I ran into a few problems removing a couple bolts. I tell you what, I had a really good time of an issue with this is the dry shaft right here, and that bolt that goes into there, oh boy, I tell you what, I had me a good time with that thing. And about this is the bolt here, and I almost had myself a major issue that would have required a lot more work. But anyway, it was so tight I couldn't get it out. So anyway, I did get that out, and I'm down to I finally got the puller to pull the primary off, got the secondary off. I've got to get these 4 bolts here. I think I can move this, and there's one more bolt there that holds the transmission in, and I don't know whether I can still be able to take the transmission and move it back without removing the engine or not. So anyway, we're going to give that a shot here. Okay, there we go. Oh boy, it looks like that seal, looks like the seal has been leaking. You guys see that there, all that dirt and debris around there, like a little stick stuck in here. But this is the remaining bolt that I got to get off. And I'll be honest with you, I've never had this off, but this has definitely been leaking, that seal right there. So that is definitely something we got to watch and be mindful of. All right, so it turns out it won't come out without removing some other stuff. So I'm getting ready to move the exhaust. You can see I moved it back just that far there, but the stud's there, okay? And then what's happening is it's hitting on the exhaust pipe here. So I'm gonna remove this exhaust and try to slide it back. But I think once I remove this exhaust, I think I gotta remove the front one and the rear one here. Maybe be able to leave the tailpipes on there. Then at that point, I think this thing will slide back and slide up. It is getting close back here, but I think it'll slide up is what I need it to do, I think. Okay, so I got it removed here. So what I had to do is I did have to remove the front exhaust there. Not this one here. I just took it loose there and just slid it up. Okay, I've got all this back in here loose. So, but I was able to shimmy it out. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this thing apart and let's look at it right quick. Let's see if I can do this. So you can see that this housing is cracked right there. Okay, so I want to pull this off and just see if I can see what happened. Not sure, but anyway, I just want to pull it apart and see. I'm gonna put a piece of wood up underneath there. See if I can stabilize this thing here. Okay, I'm gonna see it. Oh boy, this thing's cracked. It's cracked right there too. This thing's gonna come off in a couple pieces. Oh, and then over here too, look at that. Yeah, it definitely definitely not good. Definitely not good. Okay. My hunch is this shaft right here is busted or broke. Yeah, I can feel it skipping. Okay, so what's going to happen is obviously that's not going to pull right out. So I'm going to end up having to pull this side cover off here, all these bolts here, and probably pull this thing out here this way. All right, they're a little bit bigger bolts. Probably that's where the dowel, bet you that's where the dowel pins are at. And I got another little one there and up there. Okay, yeah, okay, those are long, short, short. Ooh, those are even shorter. That little baby one right there. Oh, that one right there just holds that sensor on there. Let me screw that back in. And these are, try to make sure I keep all these together. Okay. There's a place. Alright, so I had a little bit of a hard time getting this off, but there's our culprit. It did break this pilot shaft here, which is sort of what we had sort of figured, but you can see that thing is completely sheared off there. But anyway, this thing fits down in here like this, obviously, and you can see that shaft is no longer connected. So, anyway, so luckily for us, we've got a brand new rebuilt transmission here, but this one here could be repaired, I guess. I just need to replace this shaft. Now, the other thing I was going to tell you too is that this is the four-wheeler that we've had a noise in the transmission ever since Snowshoe of let's see, it was 2020. Brandon went off the side of the mountain there on a mistake there early in the race and wadded it up, and we've had a noise in this transmission. So my guess is probably, you know, this bearing or this bearing. Okay, I'm guessing there's a bearing there. Yeah, could be bad. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna send this one back for a core or just hang on to it. I'm not positive. I know that the 1000, the transmission is different. This is what they consider the small transmission because of the 3 wires here. This is what they consider the small one. So I don't know whether I'll send this back for the core or either just you know, just hang on to it and rebuild it. So anyway, all right, guys, so listen, I'm gonna wrap up the video. I'm gonna try to shorten up my videos a little bit. You know, I'm guessing they're getting a little too long, and I'm long-winded, obviously. And but anyway, I'll figure out what I'm gonna do here in the next video. Here, I'll get you guys. You'll see me putting this thing back together, so Brandon can get on this thing and start testing it and doing some training on it. So as always, guys, I appreciate you guys watching our videos, and I thank you so much. Till next time, I'll catch you guys. Thank you.